What up, what up? Okay, so this channel has been really loafing lately. It generally has to do with the group of us kind of falling off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Since everything got kind of broken with Nekroz coming out and just completely dominating everything. So, in order to keep the channel somewhat alive, I decided to just deck profile the deck I'm playing right now. I just play for fun generally. I mean, I might go back to regionals if we decide to take the chance of our decks getting stolen again. I wouldn't say robbed because they didn't have, well, they weren't man enough to do it to our face and literally rob us. But two of my friends' decks got robbed. Really bad day. None of us did well. Well, my one friend who got robbed did really well. He was top 17 or 19, I think, one of the two, with Quill Forts when they just came out, and got robbed out of his bag when he wasn't looking, signing up for nationals. Horrible guy who didn't, like, if we find him, he's gonna get murked. But anyways, so I'm playing Glad Beasts right now, and I'm not playing standard Glad Beasts. I'm playing Gyzarus Turbo. Nope, where's Gyzarus? Nope, that's not Gyzarus either. Where are you? Gyzarus. Okay, there you go, Gyzarus Turbo. So let's just get right into it then. And I am losing cards. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I'm doing things solo tonight because no one else was down to make videos. It's right now, it's 2:33 a.m. in Scarborough. So we'll see what up. Alright, let's start it off. I think I like them better on this. Okay, so to start us off, 1, 2... What the balls? Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry about that. It won't be like that this whole time. I'll fix it. Triple Aquari. Beat stick of the deck. When it's tagged in, he becomes 2100 beater. Really strong. You need him for Heraclinos. Standard guy. You generally want to go into him if you just need some power in your hand. Double Prisma. Prisma's great in the deck. You can ditch either Laquari or Bestiari by revealing Heraclinos or Gyzarus. He becomes that. You can tag him back into the deck for the contact fuse. You don't need the actual monster anymore. Speeds up the deck a lot. Double Darius. Darius, when he's tagged in, he specials one from Grave. Yeah, generally, that's really good when you combine it with Prisma, because Prisma dumps. And if you tag with Gyzarus after you swing, you can get a Darius and just bring back the monster and go for it again. Depending on the situation, it'll all change, but that's generally what you want to do. Double a quest, simply because a quest is your way to get back your chariots, or even if you just have a monster in grave that you kind of want back to drop next turn with a Prisma or something, setups, you can just grab it right back to your hand. Double Bestiari. Bestiari is, well, MVP of the deck, because without him you can't make Gyzarus, and then the Gyzarus Turbo deck is completely dead. That's really all he is. When he's tagged in, he pops one card, and he makes Gyzarus. That's all you want it for. He's also a Wind, which pairs with a quest to make Lightning Shidori. Pretty good. Now, a lot of people gave me shit for running 3 Test Tigers. Test Tiger is really good in this, simply because if you go Prisma, Prisma will dump either Laquari or Bestiari. In this situation, you want to dump Bestiari, because once you dump Bestiari, you can drop Test Tiger, tribute Test Tiger. It'll send back your Prisma into the deck, right? And then you can special Darius. Darius's effect will go off because of Test Tiger, and then you can special the Bestiari out of your grave, and then Bestiari will have to trip some people out who don't know the rulings on it. You have to target, but it won't resolve. You can target, they'll probably chain, lose timing, or they'll just like show you the card and feel stupid. But then you can go for Gyzarus right off of it just because you had a Test Tiger and a Prisma in your hand. And you plus because you still have the Prisma in your deck for later. So I think Test Tiger is really good in this deck. If you don't, let me know. What would you switch for it? This deck isn't final yet. So yeah. You also play 3 A Hero Lives, simply because it's always live and it's a Prisma without wasting your summon. So if you have a Glad Beast in hand, go Prisma, Prisma will send, and you have another summon for another Glad Beast. So you can tag out, do your whole plays, just constantly making them. Double Onslaught, because you can go Onslaught Laquari, Hero Lives Prisma, continue the play, just keep going to make Gyzarus as fast as you can, overpower everyone. One Kaiser, personal favorite tech. I love Kaiser, especially in this deck, because if you have something there, they can't respond and start spamming off. Satellar Knights hate this card with a passion. Triple Proving Ground. It's basically a rota of the deck. You want to run 3. You never run less. Triple Lance. Lance, again, really good card. Let's say you make Gyzarus and they try to bottomless you or something. Lance will save it. Lance will save you from Mirror Force. All that stuff. It lets your attacks go through. I think that's the main thing for this deck. You want your attacks to go through. You want to get your pops and you want to keep tagging. If you get stuck in this deck, if you get stuck, you're pretty much dead. You're going to be open way too long, and you're just going to get swung over for game. And just in case anyone's wondering, I faced a bunch of decks today, and I was able to beat Quillforts several times. They did beat me, but don't get me wrong, this isn't a top-tier deck like Quillforts, but it can hold its own when it's played correctly. So that's it for the monsters and spells. Double Waboku for traps. Waboku always is in Glads, in my opinion. Always, always, always. I conflicted it with defensive tactics for a while, but in this build, I don't always have a Glad on the field, and I'm open sometimes, so Waboku will save me. Double Mirror Force. Once again, if you're open, you need a way to save yourself. And if there's a monster that's just stronger than yours, Mirror Force will save you. Some things can't be destroyed, so you deprison them instead. Okay. And also, the one proxy in the deck is the one Fiendish Chain. The only one I would have been able to grab today would have costed me $20 for the damn super, and I don't want that. But yeah, Fiendish Chain, again, stall tactics to save you until you can make Gyzarus. Call the Haunted absolutely breaks Gyzarus, because people don't realize that Gyzarus gets his effect when he's special summoned. Yep. You all just realized it. Call the Haunted, special Gyzarus, pop 2, swing, tag. Perfect. Just for a trap. You also play 2 wiretaps because you hate vanities and you hate skill train. Triple Chariot. Some people tell me run 2. I'm running 3. I want to see this card. I want it in my hand. I want it set. I want to have 2 of them set if I can, because I will always recycle them, and there's a bigger chance of me drawing into it. Everything recycles. You need 3 to see it. I played it with 2. Never saw the damn card. Keeping it at 3. So, that's it for the main. As for the extra, pretty makeshift, in all honesty, when it comes to Glads. I mean, even with Gyzarus Turbo, you play the double Heraklinos. Heraklinos, really strong. If you don't know, he's a 3k beatstick. It takes Laquari and 2 other Glad Beasts. During either player's turn, you can discard one card in your hand to negate a spell or trap card and destroy it on either player's turn. Pretty simple. He does not tag. He's just a 3k like powerhouse. Basically 6 times Shien on steroids. I think this guy's better than him though. I love Nerokius. It takes three generic Glad Beasts, and he's basically a Star Eater, where when he attacks, he's unaffected by anything, and they can't activate anything. And he also can't be destroyed by battle. And if he attacks or is attacked, at the end of that battle phase, he tags for 2 Glads. Which means you can go into basically anything that you need based on your situation. Then, the reason behind this deck is your boy Gyzarus. Gyzarus, great card, takes Bestiary and 1 other Glad Beast. When he's special summoned, pops 2 cards. And when he attacks or was attacked at the end of the battle phase, he tags for 2 except Bestiary. But because of Prisma, if you have Bestiary in grave, you're going to attack for Darius and get the Bestiary back, and then you can go for 1 more and either go for Heraklinos or Nerokius. So basically, for just having the Prisma, you've made double fusions gone off. The last of the fusions is double Esadari. Esadari is a generic one if you have no plays and you just like grabbed back like an Quest and a Laquari. you don't want to be too open that you can go into Esadari, I guess, and then just sit on a Kaiser with some back row to stall your way out. Pretty good. It's real. You don't go into it a lot, but when it's there, it's there. It's pretty clutch. As for the Exceeds, Tiger King, which I really want to drop, I just have nothing to replace. I'll probably replace with like a Dark Rebellion or a Castell or something, but for now it's still there. I don't play the tankies anymore. I took them out of the build, so he really serves no purpose to me. Honorarch, Direwolf, Shidori, Roach. Roach is really good against Nekroz. Dweller, also really good against Nekroz. And Rhapsody. I'm also missing my Exciton, which my friend currently has. I need to get back from him. You can throw in a Castell, Dark Rebellion. Just general 4s will do wonders in this deck. So that's it for the entire main deck. God, it struggles. Okay, that's it for the main deck. For the side deck, you play... Where are you? You play those 3 in the side deck. I'm probably going to drop him out. He doesn't need to be here. He's just there because this is generally what I took out of the other build for these guys. Murmillo's still really good against certain decks. He's not worth main decking. Same thing with Retiari. Honestly, I would side both of them in against Nekroz because this can get you out of the Jin lock. Actually, no it can't. I just realized that you have to special him for that. He cannot get you out of the Jin lock. Neither can he. Book of Moons. Run Book of Moons. Book of Moons and Dark Holes and such will get you out of Jin lock. These 2 will just stop big things on the board. If you don't know, Murmillo pops one when he's tagged, and Retiari banishes one when he's tagged. Banish from grave, pop from field. Yeah. Play tanky. Wow, why is this so unorganized? Hold up. Tanky, tanky, tanky. So, triple tanky. I'd replace the onslaughts for him if things would just start working out. It's just an easier way to my Darius and or Bestiari. It's not Bestiari, sorry. Laquari. Play the 1 Kaiser. Simple for if you know you're going against the Heller Knights. Double MST. Back row 8. Dark Hole. Well, sorry, I should explain the MSTs. The reason I don't run MSTs in the main deck is because you have Bestiari. The only thing that Bestiari will get stopped by is stuff like Alpha and Skill Drain and such, which you would want these for. If you know they're playing them, you're going to side these in for sure. Dark Hole, it's a Dark Hole. Jin locks. This should not be in here. Warning, obvious. Torrential, warning. Bottomless, so that, like, simple. And Nightmare. Nightmare is really good against, what's it called? Nekroz players. In case you haven't noticed, I don't like Nekroz. I was going to make the deck, and then Brio got hit to pretty much nothing. I spent almost $200 building the core before the deck even got released, and it all went to shit. So, yeah. Sold off the deck, made back my money. It's all okay. So, anyways, that's the deck. Hope you enjoyed it. I know the channel has been really loafing on getting things together. We're going to start to do things again. We're slowly getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Stay subscribed. Keep your eyes open. We'll be back. Also, leave in the comments what decks you want to see, what you want us to do, stuff like that. Like, if you want to see us, like, actually dueling, we're in the process of getting that ready to go. We're going to do some like, dueling series, I guess you could say, like top tier decks versus top tier decks, low tiers versus low tiers, or just completely friendlies at like our locals and such. If you want to see those, let us know in comments. We'll see what happens. All right, guys.